Okay, this is the little pocketed folder, the laminated folder that I made to go in this one. There again, it was just using a scrap piece of cardstock. This is a really pretty kind of textured, and it had a little sheen to it. So I just thought it added a little, you know, touch of bling since it was a butterfly. So I used it. This was some scraps from another piece that I had used the other day, but the colors coordinated great. And I thought, well, butterflies fly in the sky. So I used the cloud paper. And this was one of the little cutter parts from the collection, and it will hold, you know, a couple folded dollars, a gift card, whatever in there. And then I just use a paper clip to keep it closed within the journal. So, same thing, you cut your piece, score it in half, and now the piece that you're going to need is going to depend on your exact, you know, book that you're making. This particular one, for the way I have made this wrapped journal notebook, is 6.5 inches wide, 4 3/4 inches. I did go about 4 7/8, so that by the time this was actually put in the book and you took all the lamination into consideration, this just sits nicely inside the final width of the cover. So 4 7/8 was a little closer to what I went with. Scored in half so that once it's laminated, you'll reinforce that score, and then it'll fold up, you know, nicely just like this one did. And then to do the pockets, of course, the pockets are going to go on the, well, that's the outside. This is the inside. The pockets are going to go on the inside. And all I'm going to do, I've got my 2 pieces of cardstock, or patterned cardstock, and I just take this little trimmer and I just eyeball this. I watched enough folks do it that I'm like, you know, I really don't need to do all that measuring, so I just eyeballed it and did it. So each of these will then get glued. Oh, I forgot, I did have to go back and cut the top off. I get the angle cut first, and then I went back and I cut probably about 3/4 inch, but really that can be totally up to you. I do a whole lot of eyeballing and guessing at what looks good. So those will be glued in place, just like we did the ones on the cover, and then this one will go on the outside cover like this, and it'll be cut to have the opening, you know, there. But I'll have to get all that put together. I wanted to show again how to separate the lamination, because this will need to be run back through the machine at least another couple of times so that it seals all the edges nicely, and especially from where we cut out for any pockets and openings and whatnot. So that should, yep, that got that one. And then, and it does help, I think I'd said this in an earlier video, make sure you've got a sharp new X-Acto blade. Now this is the first blade, new blade that I put in there after I started laminating, so I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of it before it'll have to be replaced, but so far it's holding up rather nicely. So I will get this put together and run everything through the laminator again and come back and show you how I'll do the stringing.